Guys, we just finished week 1, and there was a lot of good games. You know, you had MacArthur versus Mandarin, you had West Boca versus American Heritage, and you had Miami Central out in the West Coast against Orange Lutheran. I went to Miami Columbus versus Southridge on Thursday, and it wasn't what I expected it to be. Both coaches, made their appearances on podcasts, talking smack about who runs the South. This game was a complete blowout. 45-7 Miami Columbus making some noise. They did lose to Southridge last year. Again, this team is completely different. I don't even have to tell you. They have Amir Sears, they have Kai Moore, they have Cecil Smith, and all these guys were playmakers on Thursday. Southridge last year was a really good team. They had Cam Wilson, Syracuse defensive end, Ryan who's now at LSU, went 11-2 last year. 11-2, and they faced Columbus and they won 28-21. It's a whole new team now, new quarterback, new everything. Let's highlight some of the players. We have Kai Moore, Columbus quarterback, who transferred from Miami Norland. I watched him. He's a great kid. He's a great player. And he threw for 250 yards and 3 touchdown passes. And we have Cecil Smith, who had a couple touchdowns in his bag. He had 2. He's, I think, the most underrated running back in South Florida right now. We have Amir Sears, who was the opening scorer. I had that, got it on Instagram, posted it right away. On Southridge's side, what really impressed me was Gregory Florence. He had a drive where he just made 2 plays and he took it to the house. It was a 50-yard run before the halftime. So that's that on Columbus. Next week, they face Bishop Gorman. Now, I don't know what Bishop Gorman looks like, but Columbus has the chance to, claim their spot on the national top 20 with this game that's coming up. Mandarin versus MacArthur. Now, this is a game of the Mustangs, 38-21. Now, here's some key players. We had a lot of Miami commits on both teams. Well, MacArthur had 2, Sherrod Gordon and Jalen Jones. Now, this game was really interesting to see Bryson Wright competing against 2 Miami DBs. It doesn't really matter who you have lined up against Bryson Wright. He's always going to find a way to make plays. He has late hands. He's just very physical. People were saying that he gets no separation, but hey, he still makes plays. Miami commit Knox Anus had 125 yards for 2 touchdowns. And of course, Bryson Wright had 81 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 tackles, 1 tackle for losses, 1 pass breakup, and 1 interception. I mean, what more can you say? It's just this kid is the best player in the country. Now, West Boca versus American Heritage. Let's set the scene, right? West Boca lost to Carroll City last week. A very, very close game. And they came to American Heritage on the road and defeated the Patriots 24-7. West Boca's defense is different. They were giving Carroll City problems. They were pressuring the quarterback. I can't imagine. I haven't seen a lot of highlights. But 24-7, they shut out the offense. And here's some key players for West Boca's game. Trey Moran, the quarterback, accounted for 3 total touchdowns. Then we got Nomo Davis, wide receiver number 7. He caught multiple touchdown passes. Defensive front, Jamar Thompson, Javion Harrington, Larry Morgan. They were holding down that American Heritage. I also saw as well that American Heritage's defense was also doing pretty well. It was just the offense that couldn't make anything happen. West Boca got their get back. I'm sure they're feeling good. They're 1-0 now in the season. Preseason doesn't matter. Miami Central's quarterback, James Perrone. I covered this kid when he was, I don't even know, a sophomore, when he was making plays at Southridge. And now he's at Miami Central, dominating, winning against a Cali team in the West Coast. He scored the game-winning touchdown, rushing. How many yards was that? Because that's insane. game-winning 40-yard touchdown with 28 seconds left in the game. No, Miami Central has another road game, and that looks pretty scary for that team. I believe it's Buford on the 10th of September. Let me double check. Yes. September 10th, they play Buford. They go over there and they're going to play in Buford. That's a game that I want to go to. Let's see. Maybe you'll do a road trip over there. I think that would be a fantastic game to go to. I know Buford Stadium is like insane. And to see Miami Central take on Georgia after taking on California, that's going to be pretty exciting. Next week is Broward Showcase week, and I unfortunately won't be covering all the games. I wish I was, but I will be going to DR, to the Dominican Republic, for a vacation. But I am coming back on Saturday, so hopefully I won't miss the Columbus versus Bishop Gorman game or the St. Thomas versus DeSoto game. Maybe I'll do a little matchup videos just to discuss who has what on each team. Thank you for watching. I'm just gonna start doing this more often, crossing fingers if I get any views or comments. Guys, come on, let me know what games you want to see, what games I should talk about, or what games I didn't talk about this week. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We're probably gonna get more guests on the show. Want to talk to coaches, want to talk to players. Have a nice weekend.